Hello, family. You have to excuse me for this because I'm a little bit sick, so I'll probably sniffle a bunch. One of the only downsides to being in Germany that I have discovered thus far is that I am almost constantly sick in some way, which is kind of a bummer. But my mom said that she had to deal with it too when she was here, so maybe it's just some sort of familial allergy to gray weather. I don't know. But anyway, I'm leaving for France on Sunday for a month where I will be working as an au pair again with a very nice family in a town called Bourges, which is about an hour south by train from Paris. And so I wanted to kind of talk about what I've been doing in Berlin for the last month, in Berlin and around Berlin for the last month, because I haven't written in a while and I know that that's not good because I said that I would be writing. So, I guess I haven't written because I've been doing so much, despite the fact that I don't actually have a lot to actually do, which is to say that I only have 2 university courses right now, actually, which are both done because I just had my last German course for the semester, so I'm done for the fall semester, well, it's the winter semester here. And so that means that since January, I've only had 2 classes a week, so I've kind of had to try to fill my time in other ways. And I did that. I got a babysitting job with a family, with a friend of the family with a friend of the family I'm staying with. And although I haven't actually babysat yet, I've spent a lot of time with the family, and I've seen where the little boy, his name is Yona, he's 2. I don't know if I can say that on the internet. I guess I'm not giving too much away. He's 2, he's really cute and very, very energetic. And I've seen his kindergarten, where I will have an internship starting in April when I get back from France and Turkey, where we're going for my birthday with my mom. My mom and I are going to Turkey for my birthday. And I have another internship at a school with another friend of the family I'm staying with. And this school is a little special and it's kind of hard to describe because we don't really have anything that's the equivalent in the US. But it's a mix of people who are doing their regular high school equivalent and then taking their final test to get into university. And so that's maybe a third of the people, and then the other 2/3 of the people there at the school are people who already went to vocational school, which is a really popular choice in Germany, and then decided that they wanted to do it over and go do the regular normal high school thing. So they're all a little bit older than me. Most of them are about 22, 23. Those are the people I have in my class. And there are a lot of Turkish people in my class, which is really fun because they have a kind of an interesting way of speaking German. It's very throaty and kind of gargled, and they drop prepositions all over the place. And it's fun. It's fun. But we all speak in English together because I'm there as an English assistant in their class. Sorry. Ooh. Okay, I'll just leave it here. And their English is really interesting. I think that, well, maybe it's only interesting to me, but it seems here that there's a big emphasis placed on vocabulary. So they have huge vocabularies, but their grammar isn't that great. I understand what they're saying, and I think pretty much all American or English speakers would know what they're saying or what they're trying to say because they have the words to say what they want to say, they just can't put them together quite right. But what I found interesting is that in the US, in my experience, we tend to focus less on vocab and more on the correct way to say something. So if you don't know a word, you can explain it, and then you can be given the word in that other language. But, what was that? I don't know. But here it's the opposite. But that may just be also because English culture, or English-speaking culture, is so pervasive, and there are foreign songs and foreign movies all over the place here, and especially in Berlin. English is a big lingua franca, and it is rare that I go a day without hearing English somewhere. That was weird. So anyway, 2 internships, one of which is in like a regular high school, like a kind of funky high school, one of which is in a kindergarten, which is super because I have decided that I am going to come back to Germany after I finish my bachelor's and learn to be a kindergarten teacher here in Germany. I already said Germany. I said that I'm coming back to Germany twice in that sentence. So I'm very excited about that because most of you know that I am rather indecisive, and also that I've spent the majority of my time here fretting about how I'm going to get back here because I like it so much, and I don't think I've ever liked a place this much, like as Berlin. I have never liked somewhere as much as I like Berlin, is what I'm trying to say. Oops, sorry. And so I will finish my bachelor's in the US, and then hopefully the year after, I'm trying to figure out all the logistics right now, and I just made a meeting with the consulate for when I come back for a few days in March with the American consulate, so I'll go and ask them about visas and working and where I can live and if I can even do this at all, but I'm pretty sure I can. But the internship in the kindergarten is really great because normally in order to become a kindergarten teacher here, you need to follow a certain process, a very laid out German process, and as an American, I have not followed that process thus far, and I can't exactly follow that process because it would have involved me being German from the very beginning, which I'm not. Right. So this internship is a great way to get my, what do we say? Get your toes wet or get your foot in the door, something like that, for to see what kindergartens here are like. And it's also great because at the end of my 3-year teacher training that I would have to do in order to become a kindergarten teacher, I am almost guaranteed to find a job because kindergarten teachers are so in demand here. And there are tons of international schools, so in Berlin, international kindergartens in Berlin. So the worst case scenario is that I end up teaching in English in Germany. Best case scenario, my German improves greatly in the 3 years that I would spend here, and I could teach in German in a German school with German kids and do things in German all day long, which is exactly what I want. And I'm very happy to have finally decided on something, and I don't feel as if I'm going to change my mind about this unless the government tells me that I have to change my mind. But hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully I can make it work. Otherwise, I have been doing lots of things in my daily life. That was kind of a weird... Anyway. I've been to a few plays. I went to something called Good Wedding, Bad Wedding, which is, well, that's the English way to say it. And wedding is a neighborhood here in Berlin, and they do this kind of comedy play with 5 people who play a bunch of different roles, and it's a series of skits. I just saw that on Monday. There's a big, huge film festival that's going on here right now called the Berlinale, and it's the 65th one, and I saw a movie yesterday morning. I'm seeing another one Friday, and a third one on Saturday, and everybody who goes there is impossibly hip, and they leave with frowning faces because nothing pleases them, and it's pretty fun. And last week, 2 weekends ago, I went to Leipzig for the day with a friend, and it was great, really nice college town, pretty quiet, also very gray, but that is to be expected here in Germany, I think. This past weekend I was in Amsterdam, and I stayed with a friend, and we biked all around the city and saw the canals and ate raw fish and some stroopwafels, and didn't go to any museums because I'm pretty much museumed out after being here for so long. Although I have been to 2 photo exhibitions here in the past month, and I'm going to another Helmut Newton one tomorrow. So, there's a lot going on, and I'm really happy to have so much going on here. I was kind of nervous coming back that, well, because I always need projects to keep myself busy and focused and happy and not stressed out, but which is counterintuitive because normally people take breaks from all those things in order to de-stress, but I need those. And yeah, it's been a really, really excellent start to the year. I've met a lot of new people because all of my friends from last semester are gone because our semesters don't line up. It's kind of hard to explain, but our semesters just don't line up. So all the people who were on my American program have gone back to the US, and it's only one other American here. She's been here since September also, and we're friends, and one of our other friends from Tulane just got here. That just means that I've had to make a lot of friends on my own, and it's been a lot of fun. Met a lot of people from a lot of places. Not that many Germans because they can be kind of elusive, as in they don't really want to meet foreigners because there are so many foreigners here and they are over the foreigners. But that's okay. And because I've also been spending tons of time with my host family, so they're real Germans, and they like to do things with me. So that's good. And I think that's pretty much all that there is to update on. So, I guess the next time I write or speak at a camera, well, I will probably be in France, taking care of a little 2-year-old girl named Imelda. I'll be speaking to her in English just like I did this past summer, and speaking French with the family. And I don't want to say that I regret my decision to go because regrets are silly, but I have never felt so at home in a place, and now I'm just starting to make friends and get comfortable with German, and I have to leave Berlin, but I know it's okay because I'll be back for 4 months afterwards, and I'm coming back hopefully for the rest of my life if my plans work out. So it will be good, and it will be good to refresh my French a little bit because I have forgotten a significant amount of it. So I think that's it. If you guys ever want to email me, I think you know my email address. It's meredith.alangi@gmail.com. And I'd really like to hear from you guys. I don't know, I'm kind of far away. I don't always know what's going on. But I'm also on Facebook, as most of you know. You can always send me a message there too. Or a poke, or whatever. Okay, well, I miss and love you guys. And that's it. Bye.